Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, original, chapter number 4, text number 18, Jnana Yoga. This entire chapter has been giving us knowledge. Therefore, it is called Jnana Yoga. Karmani akarma yapashe, akarmani cha karmaya, sabuddhiman manusheshu, sayukta kridasna karma krid. One who perceives inaction, and action in inaction is considered to be wise among men and is said to be in perfect spiritual platform, though he is executing all kinds of activities. Inaction in this verse refers to service to God. It doesn't appeal to many people because they have no idea about God. There are many atheistic people, there are so many impersonalists, there are so many people who just imagine some God. But here, Krishna says that a wise man see that inaction in action, action in inaction. So when we speak about inaction, that action is transcendental to this material world. Why? Because in the material world, everything has a cause, then thereafter there will be effect. Cause is me, the effect is my money. Cause is you, the effect is your child. So everything has a cause and an effect. But in Krishna consciousness, or serving God has no cause and effect. So because there is no cause, then there is no effect. Effect is basically reactions. If you sneeze upon somebody, you get reaction. If you just stare at somebody, you get a reaction. If you speak a foul language upon someone, immediately there will be retaliation. This is what we are talking about, the cause and effect. Since God consciousness is beyond the material realm, there is no cause, because our constitutional position is that we are eternally servant of Krishna. Jivere Surubahai Krishna re Nitya Das. Krishna re Tadastha Shakti Beda Abeda Prakasha. We are Krishna's marginal energy. Krishna has three energies. One is the spiritual energy, second is the material energy, third is we, the living entities, are also his energy. And Krishna is Shaktiman. All these three things are Shakti. So naturally, the Shakti is coming from Shaktiman. So we are being the Shakti of the Lord, our constitutional position that we are servant of God. So therefore, when we start serving that God, the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, then we are situated in our right position. All other positions and designations are artificial. Therefore, it is simply fake. Thus, we are unable to find happiness in those actions. No matter how much rich that you would be, the complete solace and happiness would not come because we are not situated in constitutional position. You can actually see all these celebrities. They earn so much money in the Hollywood, Bollywood, or Tollywood or Hollywood. They may advertise themselves. Each one of them have 500 crores, 1,000 crores, 10,000 crores and all those things. You ask them, were they being peaceful or happy? Do you see a beautiful dream at night? Will there be any night that you haven't taken drugs? Do you have a natural life? No, everything is artificial. Everyone knows that they will not even take their underwear that they are wearing at the time of death. But still, due to kama, krodha, moha, lobha, matsarya, they try to accumulate more and more and more for nothing. They all could have served people in Krishna consciousness. Serving people in Krishna consciousness is service to God. Serving people in social consciousness, as we are all gregarious animals, so we have a tendency to socialize. These social actions definitely will not bring any positive result for your future life. Just like that movie star lady died in helicopter crash. An astrologer predicted she had taken birth in a slum, become a part of a poor family. Why? Because of their actions. They were not seeing the right actions while they were rich. They think by hook or crook, I got so much money, so let me actually take drugs and have as many times as I can have illicit sex and drink so much alcohol and eat meat. And they think these are the actions. Why? Because I am a wealthy person. We see they perform some kind of religious activities. But there is no place for God in those religious activities. It is just a fashion, because they were self-complacent and obsessed with self-conceit, power, impudence, lust and anger, and become so demoniac they begin to blaspheme Lord Krishna. They may be worshipping Lord Shiva, or they may be worshipping some other Shakti Devis, but they don't prefer the Shaktiman. Why? Because when they go to the Shaktiman, that is our constitutional position, the Shaktiman has a direction, that is the rules and regulations. And they do not want to follow that rules and regulations. In the early morning, Brahma Muhurta time, they want to have sex. They drink. The evening and morning is supposed to be for spiritual activities. But we do not understand. Why? Because action in inaction, inaction in action. And action in forbidden action, and forbidden action in action. Because they were deluded absolutely due to the material covering, they become so arrogant. Therefore, their so-called spiritual activities or religious activities, just for the name's sake. The first thing, they do not have any regard for rules and regulations of the scriptures. And these people die out of utter frustrations and disappointment. Most of them turn into cobras because they don't want to give up their wealthy position. Though their desire may be different, their karma is different. It is always karma that decides you higher or lower forms of life. It is not your desire. Therefore, Acharya says that you need to be deserved before you desire. That is the spiritual rules and regulations. If we follow strictly, we should control our mind rather than being controlled by the mind. Because I am great, I am famous, I am powerful, both politically and physically. so I can do anything I want. Krishna laughs at you. Because of this wealthy situation, most of the time, our character is like diabolical. We are unable to come out of this devilish nature. Sometimes because of the laws of the government, people suppress it. They don't have any concern or regard about the laws of God. Definitely they have some regard about the government. Just like Maharaj Prithu, as we were talking, his father was King Vena. These Africans are descendant of King Vena. And he got a wonderful son later, Maharaj Prithu. When he was there, no terrorists, smugglers, Naxalites, any kind of bad guys had no power. They withdrew all their demoniac tendencies because of the leader. Nobody wants to die. Definitely they want to kill everybody. If you don't want to die, how do you think by killing others you get benefit? The bad karma is abating and you will be murdered in the same way in next life. The law of the government should be life for life. If anybody murdered, he also should be murdered. Just putting them in the jail and maintaining them year after year doesn't make any sense. Laws of nature is totally different. It works under Krishna's directions. Maya Dikshena Prakriti Suyadesa Characharam. This material nature work under my direction. Oh, son of Kundi. So these rich people, being puffed up with their so-called pennies and shillings, become unnecessarily proud. They don't know there is a life after death. My 500 crore, 1,000 crores that I have earned, how many tablets you can buy? How many iPhone you can buy? How many Apple computer you can buy? How many mansions you can buy? In how many mansions you can simultaneously live? Don't you think it is irrational? Go and adopt some village. In Krishna consciousness, serve them. They will glorify you. That is the real glorification, that you have done something. Not that in the screen that you made some dances and some fake crying and some emotions and you get some people, you get some followers and they eulogize you. What is the gain? Did you do any service? This is just entertainment. You won't get any benefit from there. You got the benefit of money. Serve the people. Similarly, the industrialist. Money is required only if you are ready to use it for others' service. Again, in God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Everyone is working, hoping one day I will be happy. And it never comes. In that consciousness, they would die. If they are happy, why would they actually work? Just for some ignorant people glorify you? Because you have money, you just bless them. That blessings have no value at all. First, try to have spiritual consciousness. Because we are spirit souls. Material activities are foreign for us. Because the body is not going to be preserved or conserved for a long time. It will be taken away. So all your name, fame, money, friends, relatives, the fans, everything will be gone. They may remember, but the death is waiting for them as well. So many industrialists came and gone. So many scientists have come and gone. So many cinema stars have come and gone. So many sports stars have come and gone. Where are they? Therefore Krishna says, Mrityu sarva haraschaham. You don't want to take me, right? You don't have any respect for me, right? You don't want to love me, right? You don't care for me, right? You don't want to make friendship with me, right? And you do not believe in my existence, right? All right. I will come in the form of death. Mrityu sarva haraschaham, and take everything away from you. What are you going to do? Still blaspheme me because I gave you life? I gave you the entire cosmos as an accommodation, and I gave you wide varieties to enjoy, and you question my authority. I take everything from you, and I cast you the lower species of life. Go and live there. Become a worm in the stool, or worm in somebody's intestine. Asurim yoni mabanna muda janmani janmani mam aprapyaiva kaundaya tadoyandi adhamam gadim. O son of Kundi, the foolish entering into demoniac species of life, birth after birth, unable to achieve me. They descend most abominable type of existence. I am not saying. Krishna is saying in 16th chapter. So, we need to be careful about our actions. Early morning and evening is for the spiritual purpose. That is our natural karma. The problem ensues when there is an irregular eating and sleeping and having sex and drinking, choosing to watch improper movies, actions rated, those impressions being situated in your mind pops up then and there and harass you 99.9%. Staying awake in the midnight when ghosts and goblins are powerful. These unnatural actions are worse than the animalistic actions. Krishna says that we cannot abstain from work, not even for a second. So either you do demoniac activities or you do pious and suric activities, devotional activities. We have to do one of them. So if one were to ignore our natural duties, then we are forced to do unnatural activities, which are sinful and create immense reactions. As I said in the beginning, cause and effect. We are the cause, but the effects are not going to be under our control or according to our choice. So therefore, we must actually seek inactions which are beyond cause and effect. Therefore, come to Krishna consciousness. Come to Krishna consciousness. And you see, one life, if you dedicate to the personality of Godhead, who is beyond time and space, cause and effect, you see the miracles, the beauty, the peace, the happiness, which we are really looking for, but somewhere else, where it is not at all available. As we run and run and run like the animal in the desert regions, looking for water, water, water. There is a water, mirage, looks like water, and they go behind it and die. So we are actually hoping happiness, but in a wrong place. Just like a person who lost his money in dark, he searches that money at the light. He's not going to get there because he lost it in dark. You have to take the light there, not because there is some light. I may be able to find the wealth there. No, where you have lost, you have to find from there. So let us learn what is action and inaction and forbidden action, and become a gentleman. Human birth is only for seeking that ultimate happiness, which is benevolently contributed by the Supreme Majestic Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, no one else. Hare Krishna.